What's happening, my people? It's Cat Sports again, back for another afternoon with the family. As usual, before I get started, let me give a shout out to the JBT community. It's just boxing talk. We're a group of people that just love to talk boxing. And we're always looking for others to join us. And you don't have to have a podcast or a channel or anything like that. The only requirement is you just have to love to talk boxing. That's all. Miscast, hashtag JBT, in the building. We're drinking a little Wednesday afternoon wine, me and Miss Cass. But welcome to another afternoon of Cass Sports, the box historian. This is the Wednesday afternoon edition. Salute to Miss Cass, hashtag JBT. This is the midweek edition, the hump day edition. Winding down toward AJ and Nagano. But how's everybody doing this Wednesday afternoon? Ready for another episode of Cass Sports, the box historian. I'm ready for it. We are down to our next to last division today. We're at Junior Flyweight, 108. And the last one will be tomorrow, which will be 105, strawweight. And then that's it. Friday will be on just how our boxes ranked. That's going to be Friday's show. But today it's Junior Flyweight. Sorry for the delay. I was over there listening to Aunt McQueen on Casual's Corner, not doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I looked up, it was like 2 minutes to 2. And I said, oh no, I need 10 minutes. To be honest, I was eating. I had to fix me a little snack, But I was over there watching Casual's Corner when I was supposed to be fixing my snack. 2 o'clock snuck up on me. Sorry for the 10-minute delay, but we're into it now. So, yeah. Everybody doing okay? I see one of the MMA guys reaching out to Ryan Garcia. I don't know what's wrong with the kid. The guy that fought Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. Yeah. He said he was reaching out to him. Give him a little help. But you know what? Ryan has backed out of a number of fights. And could that be what's going on? Leading up to backing out of this one? And he wants to make it look good because he's done so many. Could that be it? All this is going to end in him backing out? That's my theory. Yeah. It's coming. But it's a good thing they got Honor Barboza waiting in the wings. That might be a better fight anyway. Honor Barboza and Devin. Mm-hmm. Me personally, I give Honor Barboza a better chance than Ryan. Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but we'll see. We still got like a month and a week or so before April 20th. No pro box tonight, unfortunately. Maybe eventually they'll give it to us every week, because I miss it. It was a great card last week. A few good fights on there. Mm-hmm. All 3 of them was good, really. But they'll be back next week. But we got AJ and Nagano. No fights Saturday. But it's all good. We're being treated to a good schedule as boxing fans so far this year. Contest is supposed to be tomorrow. Don't seem like it's too much interest in it though. So I don't know. You know, I don't want to be asking questions and nobody answering them. So I don't know. Right now, I done put it up in the air. Got all the questions and everything ready, but I don't know. I don't know. I'll let you know by the end of the show. See what when my people get in here, see what they think. Because I asked the question yesterday, it's like a sample question. Nobody answered it. I had just said what the answer was. It was like 2 minutes before, so I don't know. Maybe I'm waiting if my channel growing when I have more people in here. It might be better when there's 20, 25 people in the chat to have a contest. I don't know. More people to have the opportunity to answer the questions and stuff. But we'll see. I got 2 hours to think about it. Yeah. But I can't wait till Friday. Wait until Friday. AJ and Nagano, man. I just don't know. It's a lot of what if with that fight, things that we just don't know. But I know what I think. I think AJ outboxes him. And if he stops him, I still wouldn't be surprised. Still wouldn't be surprised. A lot of people think that Nagano is going to catch AJ and stop him. I don't think so. AJ's never been off his feet, has he? I can't remember. No. I don't think he's ever been off his feet. He lost twice to Usyk, and who else beat him? Oh, he did. Yeah, he came back against what's his name and beat him. Yeah, but nah. Mike Masick in the building. What's up, Mike Masick? Good to see you again, bro. On this Wednesday afternoon, middle of the week. After this, we're going down to the weekend. Now, this week somehow seems like it's going along normal like weeks used to go. It really does. Like this time last week, it was Friday when it should have been Wednesday, but it seemed like they might, my theory about the Earth, they speeding the Earth up, they might have figured out a way to get it back to normal by this week. I think they did because it seemed like it's going normal. Yeah. So I really think they did. They got it back to normal. Mike Rhyme in the building. What's up, Mike Rhyme? How are you today, bro? Welcome to another episode of Cast Sports, the Box Historian. We're going to be talking about the junior flyweight division, 108. I'm just going to wait till about 5 more minutes to get a few more of my people time to get in here with us. But yeah, 108. That's down there. We had some good fighters there, man. That was time change this weekend, Mike? I did not even know that. I did not know that. Wow. So spring forward, fall backward. So it goes forward, right? I got to do that saying, spring forward, fall backward. Yeah, so it goes up. So we lose an hour. So if you got to get up Sunday and go to work, you better go to bed early because you're losing an hour. And it should be 2. You're not going to have a 2 a.m. this Sunday morning. But okay, Mike, thank you. I did not know that. I would have heard it somewhere along the way, just like I just heard it from you. Time goes forward this weekend. They were having conversations one year about just doing away with that, remember? But I guess they decided not to. Remember a few years back, they were just saying just leave it the same all year. One time, but yeah, I guess they said, yeah. I don't know, what's the reason for that anyway? I would like it the way it is when it gets dark late, like coming up in spring forward. Keep it like that, where it gets dark like 8:30. Because it's 5:30, 6 o'clock stuff, man. I'd rather have it light longer in the evening than morning, Yeah. But okay. Time changed this weekend. Wow. That's a good thing. If we get more daylight in the evening. Yeah, that's the way I like it. Yeah, but who y'all got, AJ or Nagano? I got AJ by decision, unanimous decision. You know, I won't say easy because it's easy when you got two grown men in there throwing hands at each other's head. But I'll say semi-dominant. Semi-dominant. AJ's the boxer, just like Fury did. He knows how to win the rounds, knows what it takes to box his way to a decision. Now, Nagano's been in there. He's had one fight of experience now. So, as far as managing his gas tank and all that type of stuff, he should be better at it this time, I would think. But you're in there against an experienced boxer, former world champion. What does AJ had, like 20? How many fights does AJ have? I know it's more than like 30 or something like that. So yeah, Nagano has one, but he has that combat sports background, so you can't forget that. All that counts. He's used to getting punched upside the head, elbowed and stuff. So yeah, that counts. I just can't wait to see it. I can't stop talking about it. It's coming up in 2 days. Well, one day, really, because we already started Wednesday. I just know I was supposed to check on the time and have it today, but I never did. I just don't know. Saudi Arabia. Now, I heard the day of reckoning started like 1 that Saturday. So I guess it's, I think that card had more fights on it, though. I don't think this card got as many. That one had like 9, didn't it? So it might be like 3, 5, something like that. Yeah. But, like I was saying yesterday to Ant and Remo, it's better than Japan. You got to get up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to watch the fights from Japan. Like Remo pointed out, they don't cater to us and do it according to our time. They put them on at their own time. And so if you want to watch it in America, then get your ass up. If not, stay in the bed and miss it. Watch it later. But I like to watch them live, so I'm one of the people that get up. I set my clock and get up in the morning and watch it. Yeah. Because I hate to watch it tape for the first time, because then you already know what happened. It's hard to not find out what happened, and it's hard watching a fight. You can go back and watch old fights, but a fight that just happened, already knowing what happened, it's hard to watch it. So I like to watch them live. Then go back later and watch them over. But for the first time, I like to watch it not knowing the result. But and then Monster got Louis Neary coming up. I forgot when it was, but yeah, that's his next opponent. We're going to get ready to get into this flyweight, junior flyweight, 108 pounds. That's the weight limit for this division. Little guys. That's if they weren't boxers, they could be jockeys, ride the racehorse. Down there in that limit, 108. That's low. But we got 17 weight classes. And I'm going to talk about weight classes. I guess I should have did that before I started this, way back before heavyweight, like what exactly is the weight class. But I'm going to do it today. Better late than never. Yeah. Whoever ain't in, just not in. They can go back and watch it later, or just come in wherever they come in at. Okay. Yeah. I've just got to finish watching another good Casuals Corner just now. Yeah. Supposed to be another one later on today, too. So turn your notifications on. Look out for it. That is good information. That's why I was late. Yeah. 2:30 already. 'cause I started late, but yeah, we're gonna get ready to get into this junior flyweight. Little guys. But they are fan friendly fights down there. A lot of movement. And you see some power down there too. Like the guy I talked about yesterday, I can't remember his name now. But yeah, he carried a wallop and he was real little. Jimmy Wild, yeah. Always in there against bigger guys. He started out, he was only 97 pounds when he started fighting professionally, but he was still getting them out of there. Yep, Jimmy Wild, the Mighty Adam, UK fighter. If you fought him in the UK, you better get him out of there because it was hard to get a decision. You had to make it convincing. You know, thought it was even worse back then than it is now, trying to be the UK fighter in the UK. Okay, super flyweight today. That's where we're at. Let's get started. Have a drink real quick. Got my pictures and everything ready. Okay, super flyweight. Well, first, what is the weight class? I probably should have done that way back in the beginning, but I'm doing it now. Okay. Now, weight classes are divisions of competition used to match competitors against others of their own size. Okay. Now, weight classes are used in a variety of sports, including rowing, weightlifting, and especially the combat sports like boxing, kickboxing, mixed martial arts, MMA, wrestling, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ. Okay? Now, alternatives to formal weight classes include catch weights and open weights. Now, open weight, also known as absolute, refers to fights where there is no weight limit, okay? And fighters with a dramatic difference in size can compete against each other. Now, open weights were more popular a few centuries ago, and you very rarely hear open weight fights now. I guess out in the street, somebody walk up to you and smack you, you ain't got time to ask them how much they weigh. So yeah, out in the street, we still have open weight, right? Yeah, but rarely, all seriousness, you rarely hear open weight fights now in the modern era, okay? That was like 17th century, back in them times. But out in the street, it's still open weight, right? Now, of course, catch weight is a weight limit that does not adhere to the traditional limits for weight classes. Okay. In boxing, well, a catch weight is negotiated and agreed on by the two fighters, Right. Agreed on by the two fighters. Now, the existence of weight classes gave rise to the practice of weight cutting. Another word for weight bullying. Weight cutting. To be the largest individual in a weight division is perceived as to be an advantage, right? To be advantageous. Therefore, many athletes lose weight by dieting and dehydration prior to weigh-ins to qualify for a lower weight class, right? Instead of fighting in the class that they should be fighting in, Yeah. Now in boxing, there are 17 weight classes. Originally, there were 8. Okay. But over the years, what is called the tweener divisions have been added. These are the junior or super divisions, depending on sanctioning body, what you want to call them. Okay. Junior or senior divisions added over the years, dependent upon sanctioning body. Yeah, it was something I learned. I'm learning too, Now, boxers weigh in the day before the fight to ensure they are within the assigned weight limits of the weight class they are competing in. Now, in the case of a catchweight, fighters weigh in again on the day of the fight. Now, for International Boxing Federation IBF championship fight, there is a standard 10-pound rehydration clause. And that should be across the board, especially the big 4. Yeah, should be, 10. If I was the president of a sanctioning body, if I fight for the cast belt, you can't be over 10 pounds over that limit, 10-pound rehydration clause. And then if you weigh in over that 10 pounds now, the belt is not on the line. You're stripped of it, okay? It's vacated, it's vacant. But then I go to the other guy and ask him, does he still want to fight? Of course he will, because he's been through a whole training camp, got his mind ready, mentally for a fight, so he's going to still want to fight. But then the guy that missed weight is fined. He should be fined a certain percentage of his bag too, That's incentive when you hit that pocket. That's incentive to make weight. What's up, Remo? Thomas Hill in the building. Another good show this morning, Remo. Hey, Remo, could you email me that commercial again? It's okay with you. I would like to use it during my show sometime too. The JBT commercial, if that's okay with you. Email it to me again. And I would like to throw it in there every now and then during the show, because I like it. So, give me an answer, please. But salute to Thomas Hill, hashtag JBT, the mayor of YouTube Boxing. Remo, hashtag JBT, hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. Another fire episode this morning. I know we've all seen it. Any warriors, anybody out there, check it out. Remo, hashtag Let's Talk Fashion. A blend of fashion, sports, entertainment, and life. Okay. So check it out. Okay. Thank you, Remo. Can you email it to me again? I can't find it. I'm looking for it this morning. I couldn't find it. I know you already did it once, but I appreciate it. But we are talking about the junior flyweight division today. The little guys. Like I was saying, if they weren't boxers, they probably would be jockeys, riding the horses. You don't see too many Asian jockeys though. A lot of Mexican, Puerto Ricans, Latin American, some Americans. Mike Smith, legendary jockey. I don't think he riding no more. Mike. Yeah. Mike would be out there and never had the fastest horse, but still be winning from experience and talent, Reeling them in coming down that final, turning down that stretch. Mike be reeling them in. Yeah, I watch horse racing. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going to get into this junior flyweight division today. Tomorrow is supposed to be the contest, but it don't seem like there's that much interest in it. So it's up in the air right now. Okay. Got the questions and everything already. I asked the sample question yesterday. Nobody answered it. So I don't know. But let's talk about this junior flyweight division. Okay. Let's salute everybody in the building so far. And Thomas Hill is in here, the mayor of YouTube boxing. Okay. Now, junior flyweight is also known as light flyweight, okay, or super strawweight, right? Now, the weight limit at junior flyweight in professional boxing is 108 pounds, okay? Because different sports, I think MMA, like weight limits are different. Similar, some of them, but for boxing, that's what we're talking about today. Like junior flyweight is 108 pound limit. You can't be over that on the weigh-in. Now, like I always say, the day if you're within 108 on the day of the weigh-in, the next day you can be whatever you want to be. I know fighters to be 25 pounds over. So let's see, 108. What's 25? 133. So I guess you can weigh in at 108, but you can be 133 by the next day. That's okay. As long as it's not a IBF championship fight, you don't have a rehydration clause, and you hit that 108 the day before the weigh-in, it's okay to put on 25 pounds by fight night if you can. I don't think them little guys put that much on though. It's the bigger boys that do that type of stuff. You imagine somebody coming in at junior flyweight 133 pounds. You would be able to see that right off the bat, like, damn. They shouldn't even let that go on. But hey, that's how it goes, though. Because it needs to be addressed. It needs to be patched with, rehydration clauses all the way across the board. That's the way I think. Okay. Yeah, but 108 is the limit for the weigh-in, anyway. Now, when the New York legalized boxing in 1920, the law stipulated a junior flyweight class with a weight limit of 99 pounds at that time, 1920. And when the National Boxing Association formed in 1921, which was the precursor to the WBA, right? It also recognized this weight class. However, on January 19th, 1922, the National Boxing Association decided to withdraw recognition of the junior flyweight division, right? So they only recognized it for a year. Then on December 31st, 1929, the other big sanctioning body, the New York State Athletic Commission, also abolished the junior flyweight weight class. Okay, I don't know why, but they did. So no champion had ever been crowned in the division prior to its abolition. They had never had a championship fight. Okay, and about 10 years. Okay, because when they legalized boxing in 1920, they recognized it. 1929, the New York State Athletic Commission abolished it. So in those 10 years, they never had a champion, never crowned a champion. Okay. Now the WBC decided to resurrect this division in the 1970s. So it went like almost 50 years, a little over 40. And the WBC brought it back in 1970. The first champion in this division was Franco Udello, okay, who won the WBC title in 1975. I put WBO, but it wasn't the WBO then, that's WBC, okay. So once the WBC recognized it, of course the WBA, they had to step in too and get them sanctioning fees. Now, Jaime Rios defeated Rigoberto Marcano in a 15-round decision for the first WBA title, which was also in 1975, but the WBC was first. WBA followed suit. Then the IBF first champion was Dodie Boy Peñalosa. Dodie Boy Peñalosa. He fought on March 13th, 1983. Okay. He won the IBF belt at junior flyweight in 1983 to become its first champion. Now, the first light flyweight super fight took place in 1993 when Michael Carvajal, the IBF champion, knocked out the WBC champion, Humberto Gonzalez, to unify the championship. Yeah, that was a big fight, too. Michael Carvajal and Humberto Chiquita, they call itself Chiquita or something like that, Gonzalez. Unified. First unification fight in the division. Now, in their rematch in 1994, February 19th, 1994, was the first time a junior flyweight fighter, Michael Carvajal, made $1 million purse, okay, for that division. It was 1994, junior flyweight. Now, the current champions in the division are right now in 2024. WBA and WBC is Kenshiro Teraji. IBF, Serenity, not Shinga. Okay, or something like that. WBO is Jonathan Gonzalez, who just fought Saturday. Retained his title Saturday. You know, the other guy, he had a swollen eye by the second round, and it was out there, and it just, you know, the referee kept looking at him, and it was just a matter of time. They finally stopped it in the 8th, but, you know, it kind of was clear he wasn't going to make it 12 rounds. He toughed it out for 8, but Jonathan did give a good performance. He was all over. Yeah. But he's the WBA champion. WBO. Just fought Saturday. Now, the current rankings. This is like the end of January, okay? Still haven't got nothing for February yet. Maybe I'm not just looking in the right place. But the current rankings as of the end of January is ranked number 1 is Jonathan Gonzalez. Number 2, well, the champion was Kenshiro Teraji. Jonathan Gonzalez is number 1, Jonathan. 2 is Adrian Curiel. 3 is Heki Butler. Number 4 is Elwin Soto. What's it, Edmund? Elwin Soto. 5 is Serenity, not Shinga. 6 is Masamiki Yabuki. 7 is Carlos Canizales. 8 is Daniel Italian. 9, Miguel Fajardo. And 10 is Shakiki Iwata. Didn't do too bad, I don't think, on them names. Now remember, we're down in them low weight classes. A lot of agents down here. Okay, this is junior flyweight. Give me a little speech before we profile the 10 guys. Everybody doing all right? Where's our book at today? Salute to Thomas Hill. So Al Booker's out there in Phoenix somewhere. Laid back. Where he was yesterday anyway. Okay. Now, junior flyweight, 108 pounds, has been one of the deepest and consistently entertaining junior divisions in all of boxing. Now, the 10 fighters I'll talk about today, it's a colorful and deep group of great fighters. What is that word? Yeah, it's my handwriting. Okay. The 10 guys I talk about today is a colorful and deep group of great fighters. Most of them could be number 1 in the best top 10 of this division, right? Now, fans in the United States was mostly kept away from this great group of fighters kept away from the great action at 108 until American Michael Carvajal took the spotlight in the 90s, right? Now, before then and since then, there have always been talented and dominant champions from Mexico, South Korea, Japan, Panama, Venezuela, Thailand, and South Africa, making it a division of international intrigue. Okay? In this group of fighters I'll talk about today, you'll hear about short explosive reigns, long periods of dominance, inconsistent greatness, weird upset losses, and uncertain head-to-head results. And plus a lot more. Okay? In the junior flyweight division, which we're going to be talking about today. Excuse me for the pages, right? What's up, Tim Layton? Oh no, that's not Tim Layton. I thought I saw Tim Layton's name, but I didn't. Miscast with the pink hand, wave. That wine getting to her out there. We're drinking some wine on a Wednesday afternoon. It's something. What is it? Real unique or something? I don't know. It's good. I know that. Okay. Let's move on. We're going to talk about these 10 guys that's in the division. Guys like Michael Carvajal, Hilario Zapata, Baby Jacob Matlala from South Africa, Jorge Arce, and many more. Oh, I got to get my presentation ready. Oh, no. Remember yesterday, I ended the whole thing temporarily. I'm not going to do that today. Bear with me for a minute, please. All right, I'm in brand. Oh, I got to go up. There we go. Ooh, I was getting ready to end the stream. But how's everybody this Wednesday, hump day, middle of the week? We are getting close to AJ and Nagano. I got Nagano. Okay. Yeah. I got AJ. What am I talking about? I think AJ is going to outbox. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ get a stoppage. Okay. Wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ stops him. Now the first person is going to be Jungkoo Chang. Okay? Jungkoo Chang. That one where you can pronounce Chang is Chang, right? So I know I got that right. Oh Lord. Here we go. I had Jungkoo up there already. Okay, Jungkoo Chang is the first guy. Man. Yeah, Jungkoo. Koo. Koo. Jungkoo Chang. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everybody smash on that appreciation button. The appreciation button is the like button in the JBT. There's BN Boxing News. There's Hardcore Boxing News, JBT in the building. And BN Boxing News in the building. Hardcore Boxing News is the creator of this Fire JBT movement we got going here. Salute to J Hardcore. And salute to BN Boxing News too. Like I always say, he got a fire channel going on over there. Get on over there. He don't have a regular time or nothing. But he still got some fire content. Get on over there and subscribe. But today, we are talking about and lady, Miss Cass hashtag JBT in here. too. Salute to her. But we are talking about the junior flyweight division, 108. Yeah, we are way down there. And that's Jung-Koo Chang on the screen. And like I said, I know I got that right because Chang is Chang, right? Ain't but one way to pronounce that. Now, Jung-Koo Chang fought for 11-year career, 1980 to 1991. There's Lonnie Lee in the building. Oh, okay. I just figured out what that sound is when somebody enters in the building. All this time. I'm learning. You keep going, boop, that's when somebody comes in. Okay. Salute Lonnie Lee. He just got off work for the hump day. Now it's all downhill. Nate stopped. AJ versus Nagano. And I got AJ. My decision. But AJ could stop him too now. Okay. So Jung-Koo Chang, though, he's had an 11-year career, right? From South Korea. He had a total of 53 fights, right? Won 38 and only lost one. 39 fights. I counted as knockouts. Won 38 out of those 39 fights, Jung-Koo did. 14 of them knockouts. Wasn't really a power guy, right? But 38 out of 39. Only one guy beat him. Probably one of these guys on this list. We're going to come to it. Now, he was down, fast and hard-hitting, with an intense fighting spirit in his prime. Now, us in the West, we were deprived of seeing him, and he's a Hall of Famer. But, a lot of those fighters had fights were over there, in Asia, because, that's where most of these guys in these divisions fight at. We do have one American on the list, Michael Carbajal, but we were deprived of seeing great fighters like this. He's in the Hall of Fame. His only loss was to Chiquita Gonzalez, who's on this list. Okay. His only loss was to, Humberto Gonzalez. They call him Chiquita. Okay. Michael, Conchita, you want to watch a good old fight? Chiquita Gonzalez and Michael Carbajal. They had two fights back in the 90s. The rematch, Michael Carbajal was the first one in this division to earn $1 million purse. Okay? Yeah. So, he retired once. He retired twice. When he came back, he was past his best. But before that, he called himself the Korean Hawk, by the way. Okay. Didn't have really anybody that could touch him. Told you only lost that one fight. Had a 5-year run as champion. 15 successful title defenses on the way. Okay. Now, he had that one loss to Chiquita Gonzalez, but he came back and beat him. He avenged it. So when he retired, he had beat every fighter he ever been in the ring with. Okay. Yep. Chiquito, excuse me. Jung-Koo Chang, the Korean Hawk, okay? Next up is Michael Carbajal on the list. Only American fighter on here. Now, I can't think of any Americans that fight in that division currently. You had anybody? None at all. None at all. That's down there right now. I can't think of anybody. But Michael Carbajal, he had an 11-year career, okay? He 53 fights. Yeah, he's the one that had 53, okay? Now he had won 49, lost 4, 33 knockouts. He's from Phoenix, Arizona, by the way. From Phoenix, Arizona. Vastly skilled, talented, and a power puncher. Hall of Famer, another Hall of Famer. Now, he put the division on the map for many Western boxing fans, you know, like the UK, United States. Carvajal was the one that put the division on the map. Because like I said, a lot of the fighters was from Asia, and they fought a lot in Asia, right? But when Carvajal, the American, came on the scene and came to power in the 90s, he brought our attention to it. One punch finisher down there at 108. To get you out of there with one punch. Had that $1 million pay-per-view showdown with Chiquita Gonzalez. Came through with flying colors. Gonzalez had dropped him, but he got up and stopped Gonzalez. And Gonzalez was a ferocious fighter. I'm going to talk about him on here. Him and Gonzalez fought 3 times, okay? Gonzalez did get 2 of them. I believe Carvajal got the one in the middle. Gonzalez got the first one in the rubber match. His nickname was Little Hands of Stone. Little Hands of Stone, okay? Got his first title with the IBF belt in 1990. Took it from an unbeaten champion. Okay. I'm not going to say his name because I can't pronounce it. But he was undefeated when Carvajal took his belt from him. Made 6 defenses before that unification fight with Chiquita. Remember, Chiquita had the WBC. That was the first unification in the super flyweight division. Junior flyweight, because remember, when it first came to fruition in the early 20s, and then they abolished it in the 29, they never had a championship fight in the division back then. So when Carvajal and Gonzalez fought in the early 90s, that was the first unification fight in the division. Okay. And that fight, the one that Carvajal got up the mat and won, was Fight of the Year for 1993. Okay, Fight of the Year for that year. Okay, yeah, that was the first one. Gonzalez won the second and third fights. Okay, but in 1996, he got the IBF belt back. He beat Melchor Castro. Then after 2 successful defenses, he lost again. Okay. He did get the WBO belt later in his career. And that was his last championship. He retired in 1999. Okay. And that fight when he got won the WBO belt from Jorge Arce, that was his last fight. He retired after that. Michael Carvajal. One of the few Americans you'll see way down in those divisions. Okay. I can't think of any Americans below 122, and not many at that. Next on the list is Chiquita, Humberto Gonzalez. Guy we was just talking about. Him and Carvajal had a history. Probably talking about some of the same stuff. That's Chiquita on the thumbnail, by the way. There he is. See Chiquita on the front of his shorts. Salute the Unboxing News. Yeah, see Chiquita on the front of his shorts. That's him. Okay, now Chiquita, the Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez, he had an 11-year career from 1984 through 1995. Okay, 46 fights, 43-3, 30 knockouts from Mexico, fought out of Mexico. He was stubby and barrel-chested, powerful. Built his name on the West Coast. Fought a lot at the Inglewood Forum, home of the Lakers. Used to steamroll challenges, vicious power. Won his first title. It was a close decision over Korea and Yor Woo Lee. And he went on a string of knockouts after that first championship. He was named top puncher in the sport, not the division, in the sport. Imagine that. 108. Labeled as the top puncher in the sport of boxing. Amazing. There's Just Do Boxing, the voice in the building. Salute, Just Do Boxing. Y'all know, coming up at 4 o'clock. Salute to Just Do Boxing, everybody. We're in the junior flyweight division today. Yeah, Chiquita Gonzalez was named #1 puncher in the sport of boxing as a 108-pounder, right? And he was fighting in the 84-95. Who they had? The George Foreman. Tyson was fighting then. Mike Tyson. Just amazing. Wow. Yeah. Now, against the two guys I just named, they could both be #1s if I was doing a top 10. And he won 3 out of 4 fights against those two at the top. Carvajal and Chang, Jung-Koo Chang. He beat them 3 out of 4 times. Only loss was the Carvajal, but he got the other 2. Yeah. So like I was saying, all of these guys on this list in the best top 10 in this division, all of them could be #1. Very deep division back around that time. Yeah. Like I was just saying when I was profiling Carvajal, Gonzalez took 2 out of 3 from him. Yeah. But he did get crushed in the first fight by Carvajal. Yeah. Slept him. He got slept. But he came back and won the other 2. Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez. Okay, the 4th person is Myung Woo Ya. Myung Woo Ya. There he is. There's Myung. What's up, Myung? And Humberto is in the Hall of Fame also. Humberto Gonzalez, yeah. So the first 3 is in the Hall of Fame. Told you about this division. Now 4, Myung Woo Ya. He had a 9-year career. No, 11 years. Looking at the wrong thing. He fought from 1982 to 1993. That's 11 years, right? He had 39 fights and only lost 1. It's like the other guy up there, 38 of 39 fights. Okay. Low KOs, 14. Wait a minute. I was looking at him. Okay. Jung-Koo Chang was 38-4, 17 knockouts. Sorry about that. Myung Woo Ya was 38-1, 14 knockouts. I was looking at his record when I was talking about Jung-Koo Chang. But, okay, correcting it. Myung Woo Ya was 38-1, 14 knockouts from South Korea. Another South Korea fighter. Like I tell you, a lot of agents and, on this, back in those weight classes down there. It just is what it is. Now, he's also in the Hall of Fame. Wow. And I know almost the whole list in the Hall of Fame. He was one of the greatest champions at junior flyweight. He had an 8-year reign as champion, 85 to 93. Okay. And he just turned pro in 82. So after his third year as a pro, he was a champion all the way until he retired. Okay. Now, 20 straight successful title defenses. Okay. Also beat every man he ever faced. After winning his first 13 by decision, he won the next 7 by knockout of those 20 defenses, okay? He went on a knockout streak. Now, he did get a gift when he fought Joey Olivo. It was in Korea. And it was looked like Olivo beat him. But hard to beat a South Korean in South Korea in a close fight, right? Hey, it just is what it is, And he called himself Sonagi. Now, I don't know what that is in English. Oh, yes, I do. It means downpour. Tsunaji. It means downpour. Okay, that's what his nickname was, downpour. But after that gift he got, he didn't rely on the judges no more. That's when his streak of knockouts started. Okay. He must have heard everybody talking about he got a gift. And that was Mayang Wu Ya. Okay, next on the list is Hilario Zapata. Hilario Zapata. Hilario is number 5. I had to come down some after Hilario. There's Hilario. Okay. Hilario Zapata. Now, Hilario is from Panama. Down there where Roberto Duran from, Panama. He had a 16-year career, 1977 through 1993. Okay. And he had 54 fights, won 43 of them, lost 10, had 1 knockout. Not a power guy, only 14 knockouts. Okay. He called himself Bujia. Now, I really don't know what that means in English, but Bujia, that was his nickname. Okay. Now, in a mythical tournament where you could choose any top junior flyweight at his absolute best, Zapata might be the wise choice. Okay. Vastly talented, artful. He was awesome at the peak of his career. He beat a solid list of fighters at this weight, including Jung Koo Chang, the man that I had up there, the number 1 man up there. Like all the others before him, if you was doing a best top 10, he could be number 1. Okay. Beat Freddie Castillo, who was a future champion at 112. Shigeo Nakajima, great Japanese fighter. And he stopped Amado Ursua in 1982. Okay. Former WBC champion. Became champion in his 10th fight. Matter of fact, just 10 fights in. That was when he beat Freddie Castillo. 10 fights into his career. And when he knocked off Jung Koo Chang. When he knocked him off, Jung Koo Chang was undefeated. But then he went up in a rematch against Chang, and Chang wiped him out in 3 rounds. And that was the final fight at 108. He went on up to 112 after that. Okay. That's Jung Koo Chang. No, that was not Jung Koo Chang. That was Hilario Zapata. Get it right, Cass. That was Hilario. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, next is number 6 on my list is Yoko Gushikin or Gushikin. Yeah, I think it's Gushikin. Yoko Gushikin. Where's you at, Yoko? There you go. Get up there, Yoko. There's Yoko. Yoko got an afro. Oh, Lord. Excuse me for a minute. My big hands. I done lost one of my... Let's go talk about Ryan again. What's up with Ryan, man? I think Ryan is setting us up to pull out of this fight again. And he knows he's did it so many times, he tried to make it look good this time. That's what this is all about. That's just what I think. Yeah, he's setting up the old pullout. But the good thing, they got Arnold Barbosa waiting in the wings. They got Arnold waiting. In the wings. Yeah. Yeah, they know Ryan's history and they see how he's acting. They're like, nah. And actually, like I said earlier, I think Arnold Barbosa versus Devin is a better fight than Ryan. What y'all think? I think it is. I really do. I think Arnold Barbosa is a better fight for Devin than Ryan. Okay. Arnold not going to get in there and turn his back when he get out of position and stuff like Ryan. That's Ryan, one of his defenses, just turn your back. But really, seriously, I think Arnold was a better fight. Oh, come on. Bear with me. My big fingers. Should have had it by now. Boy, I know it. Oh, let me start over. Okay. Oh, I see what I did. I'm looking for junior flyweights. Oh, come on, okay. There we go. Now, where was it? Who is that guy with the afro? That's Yoko Gushikin. He's from Japan. Damn. Don't look like no Japanese to me. Do I have the right person? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's from Japan. Okay. His nickname is Fierce Eagle. Okay. He fought from a 7-year career, 1974 to 1981. Okay. Bear with me for a second, one more time. He had a record of, he only had 24 fights, but I guess that's enough. I didn't have one. I had 0 fights, so 24 is enough. He won 23 out of those 24 fights, okay? 15 knockouts. From Japan, remember? Yeah. Excuse me, he had, let's see, he had, 24. 123 of them. Okay, let's talk about it. Now he was another dominant, long-reigning Asian champion. Okay. Japanese guy with the giant afro. That's him. Yeah. He was a colorful champion. And he lost his final fight. He was undefeated all the way up until his last fight. He won the title in only his 9th fight in 1976, 2 years into his career. In his 9th fight, he became world champion. Yeah. He was 21 years old. Beat Juan Guzman, who was 25-1. Took the WBA strap. And he held it all the way up until 1981. Okay. When he lost his final fight and retired. Okay. But they say at that time his resume was kind of, shaky. But hey, he beat 23 professional fighters and only lost to one, and he was champion for 5 years. Okay. And he lost his final fight and retired. So, deserve a lot of credit. Next up is, and this time be flying. That was Yoko Michigan. Next up is Baby Jake. Jacob Matla. I told you some colorful characters on here today. That was Yoko, the Japanese guy with the afro. Next up is Baby Jake. Here's Baby Jake. No, that ain't Marvin Hagler. I didn't make a mistake and put Marvin Hagler up there. That ain't him. That's Baby Jake. Okay. I know first thing y'all thought, Castor made a mistake and put Marvin Hagler picture up there. No, I didn't. That is not Marvelous. That's Baby Jake. Okay. Baby Jake is from South Africa. He fought 22 years. Long career. 1980 to 2002. Okay. Baby Jake. He had 68 fights. He won 53, lost 13, had 2 draws. Not a power guy. Just 13. No, he had 26 knockouts. Not bad. About half, 50%. That ain't bad. No. Yeah, about 50%. 53 wins, 26 knockouts, about 50%. Like I said, for South Africa. And again, that's not, I know y'all say that is Marvin Hagler, Cass. No, that's not Marvin Hagler, it's Baby Jake. Seriously. It's not Marvin Hagler, T. Hill. That's Baby Jake. Baby Jake Matlala from South Africa. Okay. Now he was short even for 108 standards, okay. 4 feet 10. All right. Right. 4 feet 10 inches. So you know it ain't Hagler now. Okay. Now it didn't matter. He had a lot of heart and guts and skill. He would outwork and outfight taller men. Right? He was the only one to ever stop Michael Carvajal. Okay. Now it was on cuts, but he still stopped him. It was on cuts. It's an asterisk by it. Now, he turned pro in 1980, right? And in 1993, he began a nice run as the WBO flyweight. He had moved up to flyweight by then. But 1995, he went back down to minimum weight. Because see, those weight classes, 3-4 pounds, it's easy to go up and down in them, So he dropped back down to flyweight. That's where he had his best work at. So he dropped back down from flyweight to junior flyweight. That's where he had his best fights at. Best years during his career was at junior flyweight, right? Yeah. And that's not Too Sharp. See him? Too Sharp was on Super flyweight, 115. That's Baby Jake. Jacob Baby Jake Matlatla. Yeah, you talking about Mark Johnson. That's too sharp. Mark Johnson. Mark Johnson, too sharp is American too. He from DC, matter of fact. Now, yeah, junior flyweight was where he did his best work at. Okay. And when he beat Michael Carvajal, he was 35 years old. Nah, yeah, it was on cuts. But he was 35 years old when he beat him. Finally retired in 2002 at 40 years old. Okay. Started in 1980 when he was 18. Fought all the way to 2002 when he was 40. Jacob, Baby Jake, Matlatla. Okay. Not Marvin Hagler. Okay. Next is George Arce. Look at this, George. George must have just had a good fight. He's ecstatic about something. Now, George had a 16-year career. Another good long career. He fought from 1996 to 2012. And he had 75 fights. He won 64, lost 8, had 2 draws, 1 no contest, 49 knockouts. Went by Travieso, which means in English, mischievous boy. And he's from Mexico. Okay, Mexican fighter, George. Yep, from Mexico. George Arce. Now, by the time he started to be really known, his best days was behind him. Okay. He was at his best at 108, where he was quick and tough and hard hitting. Now, he won the WBO belt at 19 years old. Okay. But then he lost it the next year. He had just turned 20, but he got it back, in 2001. Okay. He beat Juanito Rubilla with a WBC belt. He made 7 successful defenses of it. Okay. First fight was a knockout over Yo Sam Choi in Korea. I guess he had to get the knockout, because he was fighting the Korean in Korea again, He didn't take no chances on the judges. Got the knockout in 6 rounds. Twice beat Durable Melchor Cobb Castro. And he beat Rubilla again. Then he moved up to 112, but he had his best. By one time he got to 112, he was kind of past his prime and had his best work, which was done at 108. Okay, and that was Jorge Arce. That was Jorge Arce. I can't believe it's 2:30 already. Next on the list, we're at the number 9 guy, which is Simone Sarjaturan. Simone Sarjaturan. Sarjaturan. This is Simone Sarjaturan. Okay, there you go. Okay. Simone is from Thailand, right? He fought 16 years, 1989 to 2005. 55 fights, won 46, lost 8, 1 draw, 34 knockouts. That's decent. Above 50%, 34 knockouts on 46 fights, Head power. Okay. This is Simone. Now, he was first known when he got knocked out by Ricardo Lopez at 105 in 1993. Okay, he was a big underdog against Chiquita Gonzalez. Remember from up top there? And what happened, it was ended up being one of the best fights of the entire decade of the 90s. Okay, Chiquita had Simone battered, and Simone was battering him right back. It was 7 brutal rounds. Simone came out of it with the win. So good fight to watch tonight. Simone Sojachiron versus Humberto Chiquita Gonzalez, 108. I told you, them guys down there, man, there was some friendly fights, okay? And don't think they didn't have no power down there either, okay? This was a brutal fight, 7 rounds. Simone came out the winner, okay? And that was the last fight Chiquita fought. Okay, was that tough fight with Simone. Yeah, Chiquita retired after that. Now, his first 5 successful defenses was all by knockout. All by knockout. Ran roughshod over Asia's best 108-pounders. Now, toward the end of his reign, he began to lose his touch. But he kept gutting out wins. He made 5 more defenses, okay, before he lost his belt in 1999 to Yo Sam Choi. Then he got a rematch. They didn't rematch until 2 years later in 2001. He got knocked out by Choi this time. Okay. Then he kept fighting for like 4 more years, but he lost 5 out of his last 6 fights. So in 2005, he retired. Okay. All right, now one more guy on the list. Now, what about the contest? I'm not getting a whole lot of interest. There's Ant McQueen in the building. There's Ant McQueen says, put it in the group. Okay. What's up, Ant McQueen? Salute to Ant McQueen. Yeah. I don't know. Should I wait until I grow and a few more people is in here or what? I don't know. But salute to Ant McQueen in the building. I had the questions and everything all set to go. But I don't know. I asked several questions yesterday. Nobody answered. But anyway, we got one more guy left. What you mean? Put it in the group, Cass? We got one more guy left on this list, and his name is Luis Estaba. There's Luis Estaba. Right there. With the blue bloods. Or are they green? Okay, Luis Estaba. Now, Luis had a 52-fight career. Well, first of all, he fought from 1967 to 1978, 11 years. 52 fights over those 11 years. He won 41. He lost 9. He had 2 draws, and he had 27 knockouts. From Venezuela. Okay. Luis was from Venezuela. Luis Estaba. Now, his early part of his career wasn't going too good for him, but he turned it around to become a world champion, and he reigned until he was 40 years old. Now, it was strange because he won his title from a fighter who was later to be found making his professional debut. But he proved himself because he made 12 straight successful defenses. And the quality of competition kept increasing during his reign. So he really proved himself once he got the belt, although he won it against the guy making his first title defense. Wow. They won it in 1975. Went on a long run of victories. And he proved that some fighters become better after winning the title. Okay. He was already in his late 30s by the time he won the title, remember, because he started in 1967 and he didn't become champion until 1975. What's up, D, for the win in the building? So he was like 8 years into his career, in his 30s, before he became champion. Salute to D for the win. Coming up on the end of talking about the 108. One more to go tomorrow. Okay. And he had a nice long run after he got the title. Okay. Already in his late 30s by the time he won it. But he beat some quality fighters. Rafael Pedraza, Netmore Saw Racing, or something like that. But he finally lost to Freddie Castillo. 14 rounds. They brought it into his title reign. Okay. That was I don't know if I want to say his name again. Oh, that was Louis Estava. That wasn't that bad. Yes, that was Louis. Okay. That brings our 108 to an end. All right, we got 25 minutes today. I guess I should drop the link in there. Tomorrow is 105, strawweight. Okay, that's the final one of the divisions. Friday is just how do they rank fighters? What's the criteria? Okay, so quite a bit of criteria they go by. We're gonna dig into it. Let me get everything back straight. Yeah, we're gonna dig into the criteria they use. You know, it's a lot of stuff. Quality of opposition, one loss, activity. That's important. Activity when you're ranking. Okay, you can't take somebody that haven't fought in 2 years. They're not deserving to be in no top 10. You got to be in the ring. You know, the guys that's actually fighting deserve the higher ranks, I think. You know, that's how it should be. So that's part of it. That's the criteria, but they don't always go by it, you know. Yeah. But we got AJ and the Ngannou coming up Friday. Still ain't something ain't right. Oh yeah. Ooh, I'll get ready to end the stream again. But you gotta hit it twice to end it, so I would have got out of it. There we go. But everybody all right this Wednesday, hump day afternoon. Catching a cold, sleep under that heat blowing down on me. But we're supposed to be having this contest tomorrow, but I don't know. This don't seem like a whole bunch of interest, so it's all good though. I had 40 questions. Maybe what you mean put it in the group, and I still ain't figured that out. Yeah. I'm gonna put the link in the chat though. 40 good questions. But I asked one yesterday, nobody answered it, so. Oh, the fight I mentioned. Okay, and yeah, that was yeah, I'll put it in there in 1 second. I certainly will. Yeah, it was a slugfest. Okay, let me see who it was. I know it was Humberto Gonzalez against I'm gonna put it in there. Jorge Simone. Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. I can't even hardly pronounce his last name, but I can spell it. says AB and Bill Haney trade heated words. That's what Just Do is going to be talking about today. So we got a good subject coming up on The Voice in like 25 minutes. I want to be there for that. I got to see that. Yeah, I was looking at Just Do's thumbnail. All right, everybody. You ready for that? AB and Bill Haney. All right. Coming up in 25 minutes. I ain't going to miss that. Both of them got the gift of gab. I'm trying to get back to, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to put the link in. I'm putting this fight in here for Ant. There it is. Yeah. Okay, now it was Humberto. Here it comes. I know y'all can hear that clicking, but I'll do that. Yeah, but everybody okay this what is it, Wednesday? I'm still gonna have this contest. Even if I gotta win it myself. I'm gonna ask the question. Nobody answered, then I'll answer it. I can give Miss Cass the answer. And I say, if somebody don't answer in 5 minutes, then you answer. Then I'm gonna put the link. Yeah, and the clocks go back this weekend too. Mike Mason put me down with that. I did not know that until he told me. A few years back, they were talking about doing away with that, remember? Just leaving it like it is. Leave it like it is when it stays light in the evening, you know? So like 8:30. At 5:30, 6 o'clock, getting the dog stuff. I don't like that. It is, Ant. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Now the link. Okay, link coming next. Yeah, those were the two guys they were talking about. They had a slugfest for 7 rounds. Yeah. Yep. And Simone had got knocked down, but he got up to win it, to finish Humberto off. And Humberto was pretty good. He had 3 good. He had 3 good fights with Michael Carvajal. Any one of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, him and Michael Carvajal. Michael Carvajal won the first one, but then Humberto, I'm just gonna put Chiquita, won the last 2. I think he stopped I'm not sure if it was a stoppage or decision, but those were 3 good fights. You know, Americans, the people in the Western world didn't even know too much about this division down there in 105 before Carvajal came on the scene in the early 90s. He was an American guy, and he brought I didn't really watch it too much before him, but then once he came in there, that's when I started watching it. And he had the first $1 million purse in that division. Him and Gonzalez had the first super fight. That was a unification fight there, yeah. Carvajal had the IBF, and Gonzalez had the WBC trilogy. Yeah. That was a trilogy. Good fights down there, 108, fan friendly. A lot of action. Okay, Mike Mason, thank you. So the contest is tomorrow, okay? 40 questions. Okay? There's a grand prize for the winner. Find out the grand prize tomorrow. We're going to do strawweight real fast. So the contest probably start around 3. I shouldn't have told y'all that when it starts. But it's going to be tomorrow. And also the strawweight division, we got time. Okay? Tomorrow, it was supposed to be today, but I didn't know whether I was going to be here today, but I'm here. But tomorrow I knew I was. Okay? A good idea, Mike Mason. Okay. So the contest is tomorrow. 40 questions, 4 sections. The first section is 10 questions on uh, promotional companies and sanctioning bodies. Historical questions on things that I've talked about in my one. This is my 109th live stream now, by the way. The second section is going to be 10 questions on the four kings. Know who the four kings are, right? And then the third section is going to be questions on 1900 to 1959. And the fourth section will be questions on 1960 to 1999, because I very rarely talk about anything past 2000. If you probably noticed, yeah. And yeah, that's it. Tomorrow, Thursday, March the 7th. It is March, right? Yeah. I can't wait on this fight Friday. What y'all think? I got AJ. AJ is going to get a decision off of Nagano. Old school must be working today down in New Orleans. Yeah. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be fun. I got some good questions too. Very good questions. Not hard. It's stuff I've talked about. I guarantee you, the answer will come within seconds after I ask the question. First time I see it in the chat, that's the winner. You know, that's all. Hope Al Booker be back by then. Tomorrow. I guess he's still in Phoenix. That's where he was yesterday. Out there in Phoenix, Arizona. Chilling. That's all right. What is up with Ryan, y'all? You think he's setting it up to pull out of the fight? Tyron Woodley reached out to him, the MMA guy. Yep. He'll be okay. But Arnold Barboza is waiting in the wings. I think Arnold was a better fight anyway. What y'all think about that? Arnold Barboza versus Devin. Ryan Garcia versus Devin. What's the better fight? Oh, I was 10 oh man, I was supposed to be putting the link in, then I got to run in my mouth. Oh well. We'll put it in tomorrow. We got a Casuals Corner coming up later on too, maybe. A good show this morning, Remo. Just do boxing in 10 minutes. He says AB and Bill Haney traded words. We got to get over there and find out what that's about. Interesting. AB and old Bill. B-Hop was ready to trade hands with Bill. Wow. Only one more day before the big fight, though. And what did I say? Strawweight tomorrow. That's it. Friday we're going to look at just how do they rank fighters, and then start next week. Every Friday, we will profile a former fighter once a week. Got a lot of good historical shows planned. I got some fights that we wanted and didn't get, or some fights that we got, but we're very disappointed by the way they went. Kind of like a Bud Earl, Cool Boy, Monster type of situation, you know? Got a whole, like 15 different fights. Got some fights where the fix was in. Yeah. Like that Willie Pep. What was he fighting? It was up in the garden and yeah. Willie Pep sued some paper uh for saying it was fixed, but he didn't get nowhere with it. It was clearly fixed. But we're gonna talk about it. I forgot who was fighting against too. Got it written down somewhere, yeah. But I got a show on that. We got some good shows coming up. Now that we're through the weight classes, one more day, one more weight class, and that's it. I learned a lot through that too. And remember, the test is on anything I've talked about, so it could be some of these things I talked about this week. Remember, like I said yesterday, who was the first Filipino world champion? Yep. Talked about that yesterday. And tomorrow we come to the end of the 17 weight classes with like 80 something champions. I don't know how many it is now. It was 80 when I did it, channeled them like October. The women had 60 something. Because with the 4 sanctioning bodies, then I counted the interims, the regulars, the champions in recess, Because the way I hear it, they all pay sanctioning fees when they fight. Now, champion in recess, they like injured or something, so they don't fight. But interims, regulars, and of course the ones with the super champions, the ones with like the main belts. Well, regular, because see, the WBA is the only one that really have super. The WBA, yeah, WBC, IBF, WBO, regular champion is the top dog, but the WBA is super champion. They call their top belt holder super champion, but it's regular for the other 3. So just confusing. If they all just had one, it'd be a lot more easier, wouldn't it? It'd be a whole lot more easier, but that's just how it is. But 17 weight divisions, I counted 80 something champions. And of course, the WBC started another one, Bridgerweight. I think it was the WBC started Bridgerweight. I think they moved heavyweight to 225. So cruiserweight ends at 200, and now Bridgerweight is 200 to 225. But I haven't heard of any fights in it or anything yet. Anybody? I haven't heard of anything happening at Bridgerweight yet. But I did hear they were starting a new weight division, weight class. Just the WBC. I guess the others be waiting to see what happens. And they're going to jump in there too, because it's all about those, it says, about those sanctioning fees, man. Another weight class. That's another champion, interim champion. Some more sanctioning fees. It's crazy, but hey, that's what it's about. Yeah. It's not like we needed another weight class. Right? Who thinks we needed another weight class? Yeah. But cruiserweight was good enough. Now, cruiserweight was a good idea for the smaller heavyweight champions. Because back in the day, a heavyweight champion like Joe Frazier would have been a cruiserweight, And I like that idea. Especially now when we get these big 6'7", 6'9" guys in the heavyweight division. That wasn't a thing back then. I could only remember one, Jerry Cooney, being that tall, 6'7". But we get a lot of them now. And really, cruiserweight was really needed for guys around, 190s, 200s. They don't need to be fighting at no heavyweight. So it was a good idea. But Bridgerweight, nah, we didn't need that. No. Yeah. Extra emphasis on prize. Right, eh? Prize fighting. Extra emphasis on prize. Yup. Yeah. with that Bridgerweight. What they gonna do next? Move heavyweight to 250 and start another one? I wouldn't put it past them. I would not put it past them. Nope. Because the more weight classes, the more champions, and the more what? Sanctioning fees. Because when a heavyweight world champion, some sanctioning body got their hand out, digging in your bag, taking part of your money out of there, 3% of it, to be exact. Okay, when you're a champion and you fight, one of the four got their hands out. You know, give me mine. So, yeah, that's why some people ain't worrying about being champions. And you know, can you blame him for wanting Canelo to stay champion with the type of bags he make? If I had a sanctioning body, I would want Canelo to be the champion of it too. I want 3% of that. You know, can't blame him, right? Yeah, they did have a super heavyweight at one time, man. Yeah. Yes. There's Al Booker. You like Bridgerweight Al Booker? No. What they could have done was that would still be a big jump. But no, I think it was fine. But Al Booker, you still got the big jump because Bridgerweight starts at 200. It's not like they made cruiserweight any smaller. You know, it's still 200. Now, if they would have came down to 190 and started something, then it makes better sense. But yeah, it still starts at 200. Yeah. Now everybody shows up when it's almost over. But the contest is tomorrow, okay? The Cass Sports History Contest is tomorrow. And they should have a super heavyweight division. In the pros, Al Booker, yeah, well, okay. So above heavyweight, yeah. Now I can see that. Yeah. Now, I said they really did need cruiserweight, though, because some of those guys were small, man. And you got, well, not small, but I'm talking about in the 190s, going up against the Tyson Fury, 6'9", 300. No 190-pound guy had any business in there with him. So cruiserweight was needed. But 200 on up, I don't know. But that's what it is. I'm Dre Finest in the building. What's up, Dre? Haven't seen you in a long time, my brother. Salute to Uncle Dre Finest, everybody, in the building. What's up, stranger? And what is he talking about? What's up, Dre? I'm doing good. How about yourself, bro? Good to see you. All right. Same to you. Good to see. Salute to Uncle Dre Finest in the building. Okay, we are getting ready to put another Cass Sports into the history books, and Just Do Boxing, The Voice is next, and he's gonna talk about AB and Bill Haney's changing words. I got to hurry up and get off and get over here. I don't want to miss none of that. So I appreciate everybody for continuing to support my growing channel. Okay, the contest is tomorrow. Gonna be fun. Find out the grand prize when you get here tomorrow. Okay, this is Cass Sports. Everybody have a great day, and I'll be seeing y'all in some of these JBT chats before the end of today. So until later, I'm out. appreciate you, Aunt McQueen. Back of what, Miss Kennedy? But salute. I'll see you in a couple of minutes. Peace to everybody.